Just real quick, Janis Gross is going to talk about the National Homebrew Competition. You guys know that's the largest homebrew competition in the world. She's been the competition director and also the project coordinator for the Brewers Association since 2006. So over 10 years, Janis has been involved in this competition. There's 11 different areas, 12 now across the country, many thousands of beer. I count on the website, over 55,000 beers have been judged under Janis's kind of organization. That is a lot of beers. It's just an amazing organization that she's kind of created to get all these beers to the table tomorrow. And then hopefully all you guys will be judging, right? To help out. But, it's all yours. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Okay, well, as I said, I'm Janis Gross. I'm the director of the National Homebrew Competition and also the project coordinator for the AHA. I'm here to talk to you about the competition. Okay, so as I said, this is the largest beer competition in the world. This year we had entries from all 50 states plus the District of Columbia and 13 countries. So it's got a much broader reach. This isn't the first time that we've had international entries, and it's not the first time that we've had international entries progress to the final round. But we do have at least, I think, 3 from outside of Canada, and plus additional entries from Canada that are in the final round this year. This year we had almost 3,400 entrants, which is the most entrants that we've had. And again, like I said, there's 28 that come from outside the U.S. The entries this year, we had 7,962. The competition with 12 first round sites that each have a limit or a maximum of 750 entries. If we actually got all 750 entries, we would be able to, we have the capacity to judge 9,000 entries in this competition. So we're sort of inching up towards 9,000 and not quite there yet. This year, we had the style concerns for the BJCP, thank you very much, reinvigorated everything. And the style category jumped from 28 to 40. We couldn't go that far because each category actually adds 36 entries to the final round. So that really increases the number of judges we need to come out to judge the final round in a single day. So my point in developing the 2016 NHC style guidelines was to sort of minimize the category inflation, but also address some of the larger categories that we historically have over the last 10 years that I've noticed, particularly in the categories this year that we fixed was the American Ale, the IPA, and Stout. Each one of these categories from the 2008 style guidelines was divided into 2 categories. So we have American Pale Ale and other American Ales. Likewise, we had American IPA split off from the IPA, and we had the Stout, the whole Stout category basically split into Stout and Strong Stout. That was pretty good to adjust the competition this year, but we had some problems with the the specialty categories. So the BJCP did the we used the Appendix A Method 2 for the styles sorted according to 2008 guidelines, and we modified that a little bit. What I used was the data from the 2014 National Homebrew Competition as well as the 2015 National Homebrew Competition to help me figure out the best way to reorganize the categories. Like I said, I used that data to break up the large categories. I combined the specialty IPA categories into, combined those with the IPA category. And let's see. The BJCP also added subcategories for specialty beer, and this is going to be extremely helpful for me this year. I kept the subcategories for specialty beer in the NHC guidelines. This will be a huge help to myself and John Moorhead in possibly adjusting the style guidelines for the next year. So the lessons learned on this year was obviously the specialty beer, which was a problem in all 12 first round sites, lots and lots of entries. So historically, I don't know, many of you guys have, many of you BJCP judges have been involved with perhaps judging at the Great American Beer Festival or in the World Beer Cup, which are both Brewers Association competitions. Historically, in the Brewers Association, we have the precedent set where the style guidelines do change on a yearly basis. They get just slightly modified, adjusted for each year based on the entries that they have received before. This is why I'm saying don't necessarily print the PDF of the 2016 NHC style guidelines, because it's a pretty sure thing that we're going to do a little bit of tweaking to get the specialty beer category back down in line, and this will probably involve splitting off some of the subcategories of specialty beer into their own categories. So that will certainly be happening probably after this competition is over with, so probably in the July, August, September timeframe, and then we'll be able to release those style guidelines again. One thing that we did do, and this was, I checked with Gordon on this, and Gordon gave me some pretty good guidance. So all of the NHC style guidelines, each category has the BJCP style and category number there as well. So if you use, or if you look at the table of contents of the NHC style guidelines, which we'll have at the competition tomorrow, you'll be able to see that you can use the BJCP's mobile app and have sort of a cross-reference using the table of contents if you get confused. However, if you get confused, you can always ask. Let's see. So, to reiterate, there will be some adjustments made to the 2017 style guidelines. So, in 2017 and beyond, I'm sure many of you know this already, but I'm going to announce it here, that this is my last competition. I'm going to be retiring after this year, and so this year I have been training John Moorhead, who is taking over the reins. And I have no doubt that John will take the competition to even greater heights. I think that I'll definitely be in contact with him, and he can ask me any questions he needs. It's been a real bonus for me to have somebody helping me with the competition this year, and I think John is really glad he didn't have to do it on his own. Anyway, so again, the style guidelines will evolve, and let's see, the third bullet, we need volunteers. This is always true, and you guys know it. We need volunteers to be organizers, to be judges at the competition, to be stewards at the competition, to be staff, to be just, you know, we just need volunteers. So in order to keep the competition with actually 12 first round sites, and not burn out any of the sites, because that burnout does happen, we'll need to have people from areas of the country that have a large enough BJCP pool to draw from to step up and see if they can't organize first round competition. The other thing I want to say is, you guys, BJCP judges, thank you so much for being the beer evangelists that you are. You are the most, the most knowledgeable, passionate, educated, just super duper beer evangelists, and you keep spreading the homebrew love. You do that by sharing your beers, by sharing the comments on the score sheets, by not trying to, diss anybody or anything like that. And again, thanks to BJCP for the work, the incredible work that was done to upgrade or to update basically the style guidelines. You guys did a great job, and I particularly want to thank you for that appendix. That was very, very helpful in helping me to reorganize everything so it'll work for the NHC. Anyway, keep training new judges, and thanks a ton for all the help that you give me. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been supportive and more than willing to step up, and I can't thank you enough. So, thanks.